Yo, what's up? Welcome to CitrusLain. Happy Thursday. I am your host, Jess. Come watch videos with me now. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
A local wedding videographer captured what appeared to be an unidentified flying object in the Toledo night sky. Jay Rickard is a busy man this time of year, with fall weddings taking up much of his time.
It's blowing up on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff.
But this time, a video he recorded with the drone while working as a videographer at a wedding near downtown Toledo is going viral.
So we shot all day long. We take the drone up at the end of the night and we're filming.
It wasn't until later on Rickard discovered he captured what appears to be an object moving rapidly in the sky.
I'm looking through footage and the clip that gone viral is what I see that next morning, and I don't know what it is, you know, so I posted online. Everybody's freaking out over it. To me, I really don't know what it is. I mean, it's interesting to say the least.
But many are asking if the video is AI or previously edited. Rickard says no.
This is straight out the camera. There's no AI, no edits to this.
Dude just doing some casual drone work and ends up catching like a Mach 3 UFO. It looks like, I mean, he's continuing to pan, and at some point it like stops being visible. So, I mean, it didn't look like AI either. My God, after all the bad AI videos I saw today, that definitely wasn't AI.
What was that? Is that a cow? What is that? Oh, frick!
Holy. Buddy, run. Just get out of there.
This cryptid here and this documentation, which a field camera was used, it was seen in an area, and a colleague of mine from a major university set up a field camera, and this is what they got. Now, this is known as a rock person or rock people. They can eat rock. They're found around cliffs, large boulders. They are real. And other colleagues of mine from some major universities, we testify that this is a real documentation. This is a rock person indeed.
Two things. One, I feel like I've already reacted to this. Two, it's still just as unnerving if I did. It's like, that's just like, of course they eat rocks. Like, you didn't need to say that. I'm glad that you let us know, but you didn't need to.
Keith! Get up here! Get away from him! Come on, guys! You okay?
Kids, you get up here now, and you get away from that floating demon in the woods now. Come on, your mom's making hamburger helper. Now, kids, I'm telling you to leave that demon alone. He don't want to play with you. He wants to consume your soul. Now, get up here, kids, before I miss the new episode of Big Brother. This is, by far, one of the most convincing paranormal videos I have ever seen by a very clearly concerned father. But you know what? They are from West Virginia. And what small child in West Virginia has not been taught the ways of dealing with demons in the woods, even if it's a demon being pulled along by a string?
Now come on now. Get on up here before it eats your everlasting soul.
Guys, this is a terrifying video from the dark web. It shows what I'll call Yahtzees from World War II in 1944 attempting to use some sort of, I don't even know how to describe it, dark power, otherworldly power, something along those lines. Whatever it is, it's terrifying. 1944, they lost the war. 1945. So you tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next one.
Hold on, I think the portal just made me a little. It was just it was just what played in my head. It's like, damn, that's scary. Oh, it looks like he's throwing up from motion sickness. Oh, I see something in the background. Like, underneath the streetlight. Like, walking really, really slowly. Can we zoom in? One of the comments is, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that's my dog, he keeps getting out. And another one is, yo man, he's just walking home. All the people that are like, sorry, that was just me drunk again. Like, if that is a person, what are they doing? Like, walking with their torso in their pants? Like, it looks like just legs and a head. One of them, another comment says, stop recording Gojo. He's trying to find his other half. Average Gorilla Tag player leaving the house. Completely silent that whole time, and then at the end it wants to play me. Alright. It's like, bud, the video's over. Man, before I start this, he looks rough. He looks real rough.
Something really weird is going on with celebrities.
So Usher's got some really good songs and hits, but there's something really creepy about this particular video recorded in this year's Met Gala. Check this out.
Usher! Hey.
Watch how weird he is.
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm good.
Good to see you, baby.
Please tell me about your look.
Alexander McQueen. It's a one-of-one. Sean McGuire and myself decided to put this amazing thing together. So he's being super nice to this person. He's answering all her questions.
Initially.
Up until now, everything is as it should. But then, this happens. Pay very close attention. A bit exotic, romantic, and but still within the garden theme.
And tell me about the...
That's all a part of it. This everything. You're looking at this is a true thought, like a cohesive, full thought, you know. So he begins explaining how everything that you're looking at is a cohesive, full thought when she asks him about his grills.
Okay.
It's quite weird. When he's talking about it, I feel as if he's talking about something else and not the grills itself. And then this happens.
Yeah. How did you interpret the theme tonight?
Just as that. I wanted it to be exotic. There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark. But you gotta have fun, right? What is going on here? What exactly is he talking about? And if we zoom in this particular moment, you'll notice that we can't see his pupils. It's as if his eyes went full dark. As if he's not even human. Or at least, this is what a lot of people on the internet are saying. Is he maybe using some sort of lens? Or is there something else entirely going on here?
Okay, so he does look like Orlando Brown. Usher looks like he's aging like shit. And yeah, it doesn't look like he has pupils at all. That's really weird. Well, but he's been part of the Illuminati for, some time now. Come on now.
This lady couldn't believe what she captured standing behind her while taking a selfie. We've all been there. We take selfies on occasions. That's just what you do. And usually you'll snap 3 or 4 or 5 or more pictures until you find the right one. On this particular day in Marietta, Georgia, right in the square, this lady had stopped at a pizza place who was making silly balloon hats for their customers. And so she thought she'd get a quick picture of it. And in one of the pictures, you can see the balloon hat. It's just a normal picture. The second one she snapped by accident. But when she went to look at it later, she revealed that there was something behind her. So here's the picture she meant to take. You can see she's just posing. She has the balloon hat going on. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now take a look at this one. This is the one she took by accident. And if you'll look behind her, just right over there, you can see what appears to be the silhouette or like profile of a shadow person just standing behind her. To me, it looks like a man. short hair, but you can see the nose, the mouth, and the eyes. This is a great catch. If you're not familiar with that area, Marietta, there is a lot of history in that area, and I have covered a lot of stories and shared evidence of paranormal activity from this same area. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any paranormal evidence or stories you'd like to share, my email's listed in my bio. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless.
Okay, so like it looks more like just a visual artifact, but it still looks creepy. I don't know. It might be a ghost. I love doing that. I don't know why, but I do.
Yes, the government can control the weather a little bit. Cloud seeding is not a new technology. It was invented in 1946. The way it works is simple. In nature, every single raindrop has a little bit of dirt at the center of it. As a matter of fact, if our atmosphere was perfectly clean, we would not have any clouds or rain at all. So someone had the brilliant idea, well, what if we dumped more particulate into the clouds? Wouldn't that give the water like more places to hold on to, which would make more raindrop? The stuff they drop is not even that special. Sometimes it's just salt or dry ice. Pretty much every country has experimented with cloud seeding. China famously does it before big events to try to get the clouds to like drop their rain before hitting the event. And we've tried to use it for more nefarious purposes as well. During the Vietnam War, during Operation Popeye, the US tried to basically flood out the North Vietnamese troops and make their supply routes more challenging. There's just one problem with all this. It just doesn't work that well. We have 80 years of research on cloud seeding at this point, and it's not hard to do. Like, you or me could go up in a plane and just take a bunch of salt or whatever and try it out for ourselves. But at best, it has like a 10 to 30% impact, and some scientists think it does nothing at all. But it's not a conspiracy. It exists in the private sector as well. This is a company you can call and have them come, you know, do some cloud seeding above your farm or whatever. So why haven't you heard more about this stuff? Because it just doesn't work that well, basically.
I don't know, man. I feel like the people in where was it? Was it India that got like a year's worth of rain in a day? Come on, man. I mean, you can sound chipper and explain it away all you want to, but that's not going to make people feel any better about it. Nope, not at all. It's them being so secretive that is making people weary.
I'm not saying that the government created Hurricane Helene. What I am saying is that the government has been manipulating the weather since 1947. What first caught my attention with Helene was the shift in the storm's projected path. One day, it looked like it would hit my town. The next day, it had shifted east. I then noticed an odd flight path of NOAA 42, the aircraft being flown, a Lockheed Martin Orion P-3. This prompted me to look at previous uses for the P-3, where I discovered that they were used in the 1960s to manipulate Hurricane Camille in a, quote, weather war on Cuba. Now, I know this sounds out there, but as we begin to see more and more of the terrible things our government has done in the past, is it really so far-fetched? Here are the projections from the 23rd of September. A large spread traveling the Alabama-Georgia line and ending up in Illinois. On the 24th, projections shift slightly east, and the storm is projected to finish in Indiana. On the morning of the 25th, the path shifts back west and shows to be finishing in western Kentucky. That evening, a P-3 conducts a 6-hour operation inside the developing storm. The next morning, on the 26th, the path shows to have shifted slightly east again, now finishing in northwestern Tennessee. The evening of the 26th, the same P-3 conducts operations throughout Hurricane Helene as it makes landfall, and the storm's actual path shifts further east, finishing in northeastern Tennessee. What would the government's motivations possibly be to modify a storm? That I don't know. But I do believe that if we can maintain our republic long enough, time will eventually tell.
It's funny how the same thing said two different ways can make you feel two different ways. Like, other dude, oh yeah, I mean, you shouldn't worry about it. We've been manipulating weather since 1947, or at least studying it. And other dude is like, you should worry about it because we've been manipulating the weather since 1947. And it's like, it's like, bro. That is very convincing. Where can I find more of your content?
About climate change yesterday, and now we're learning that scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at City College of New York. Professor, nice to see you. Extraordinary seeing Al Gore and Bill Clinton there together with Charlie, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they did not get into this discussion,
No.
though. But it is fascinating. I mean, lasers, really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning. Judy, go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yes.
Now, realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo-jumbo. We're actually using trillion-watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam.
So what does it mean for drought areas that need to have rain for crops? And if they don't have them, there's the consequences of famine.
Well, the bad news is if it's a clear blue sky, it's not going to do anything at all because it only takes water vapor that's already in the air and condenses it. However, for floods, for agriculture, farmers, for people planning wedding parties, football games, you name it, outdoor events and agriculture and flooding and even hurricanes, all of them could be subject to weather modification.
Incredibly interesting, Professor Michio Kaku. Thank you so much.
Okay, but it seems like all of those applications were like making the storm more intense. So like what justification is there for making a hurricane more intense? Or what experimentation is done for, okay, we understand how to make, clouds drop more rain. How do we make them drop less rain?
Kevin Hart was cloned, and here's proof. Watch this.
I want to say in 2019, Kevin Hart was in a bad car crash. This is what
Right.
Kevin Hart's car looked like after the crash.
Should have been dead.
Basically,
I forgot all about that.
in his car crash, and they replaced him with a clone. Now I want you guys to listen to this.
Oh, haha, it's a joke. They ain't really joking, y'all. Telling y'all. They tell us in plain sight.
Now watch this. That's all the time I got. Let me know for part 2.
Hey, sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was Kevin Hart cloned?
He really does look so different now. Like, you can't tell me he's not a different person. They don't look the same. He looks similar, but not, he doesn't look like himself. It's so weird. And I know plastic surgery can do that, but like, come on.
You cannot convince me that what they did to Walt Disney by freezing him is not what's been going on for centuries with other celebrities.
When you take a now famous person and compare it to paintings of famous people in the past and they look exactly alike with the same medical conditions, it really raises an eyebrow. And it's just crazy how some of these old paintings or posters just capture a certain essence of a person's personality. You could guess who that was if you didn't even compare it. You don't see it though? An old king of Spain and Mark Zuckerberg? Okay. Damn, Justin, you should grow that beard out again. This is one I know a lot of people have seen. Tell me it don't look like him though. Doppelganger, clone, vampire, I don't know. All I know... Oh, that explains a lot. Maybe there's a little drug that helps them not age. Though sometimes I can see it being a stretch. It's just times like this where they look too much alike. I mean, he's just a bit fluffier. And maybe they swapped genders. I don't have all the answers, guys. And the list goes on. Maybe they're of the same bloodline. Maybe they've been drinking blood. Maybe they're... Oh, I know it is bad. We all have 7 people who look like us. Yeah, I've heard it before.
I mean, I get told I look like a lot of people, but come on now, seven's a lot. Even on a planet as big as ours with as many people as there is, 7 still seems like a lot. But no, I think it's more that, like, yes, in some celebrities' cases, it's totally they're clones, or like they actually are immortal. Yeah, totally. But like for other people, like for, I would say like 95% of what's happening is just like there are only so many like combinations of facial features, and so every now and then they get repeated, and even by people that aren't like in the same genetic line. That and like reincarnations, like Vampire Diaries style, like how I don't remember main chick's name, but how she looks exactly like her previous self, or like Link, how all the Links look very similar.
Unseen footage of Japan tsunami scary. It was a normal day until the water starts to pull back to a significant depth. The water pulls back 300 feet in seconds, and the guests began to worry about a potential mega tsunami. This footage is from a local seafood restaurant, and it catches the monster wave that hits the coast of Japan. The water starts to pull back quickly. Wait for it.
Man, you can even like kind of see the water like gushing out of that little crevice or dam or whatever. That's terrible. All of the boats just nope. The bed is dry now. Oh. That last part, you ever hear a silent video? And then the crabs, it looked like one dude was like, nah, we all going, you might as well. Gross. Man, every video's getting better. Alright, little man, you do you. Shoo.
For goodness sake, Mom! What the hell? Oh. Everything's on, I don't understand. Hello? Hello? What the? Oh gosh. I don't understand, everything's on. Tumble dryer as well, really. Mom! Dad! What the hell's going on?
Well, something a bit Christmas here. Then
Really?
also from tonight in, I'm going to be
God's
speaking
sake.
to Don Powell, and the drummer from Slave. About
Is
my
it the red
Christmas
one?
hits
Maybe.
from the band.
Oh, whoa. Mom, Dad, this... what the hell? Not a fan of the dark at the best of times. Let alone, man. Is that gonna come on? For goodness sake, Mom!
Oh man, what the hell? That's so convincing.
We have captured one of the most scariest videos ever today. I'm still a bit shaken.
Most scary or scariest? Not most scariest. Anyway.
This is what my dad's camera caught of my reaction. Dad? Dad? Oh my god. Dad? Dad! And this is what my camera caught of my dad.
You're cold.
You're roasting. What are you on about?
Got a headache as well, a really bad one, come on. Freezing. Oh, really chilly.
I'm roasting. You right?
Yeah, head.
You alright? Dad? 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 Oh my god. Dad? Dad?
The head.
What are you doing? What have you done that?
Headache.
Why have you just shouted that at me?
I shouted, stop shouting, I got a headache.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
I haven't shouted.
Yes you have, you just shouted get out.
I haven't.
And your face looks so different.
It's gone now.
What are you doing? Why have you just done that?
I haven't done anything.
Things are all over the floor.
I haven't touched them.
Your face looks so different. What the f*** did you just do?
I don't know. I just had a massive headache. That's all I remember. I had my head down and I had a headache. And then you started screaming.
Why did you're gonna have to watch that back. You didn't look yourself.
Just felt weird. Felt like a bit out of body at the
Oh
moment.
my god.
You frightened the death out of me when you screamed. That kind of woke me up, if you know what I mean.
Honestly, I was like, hello, hello, and then you just screamed
I
it
don't remember
out, and
any
then
of that.
that just fell off the table.
I remember you asking me if I was okay. That was it. And then you screamed.
God. Giving myself a right now.
Put your hand out. I could see him shaking from here. I got my glasses on. Well, I didn't mean to. Honestly, went really cold, then I had like a splitting headache, like a migraine type thing. Like I felt ill, if you know what I mean, as well.
I feel sick now. You don't remember that at all?
No, I don't remember shouting. No, I remember you shouting. We probably better stop doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it back. I'll be on that camera.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well done, guys. Two things. The legs we can see under the table. And it's not a person, it's Chick's legs. But if you watch the way the things fall off, they shoot off and then they quickly go as though they are being pulled under the table. So, like, convincing. Except for the bad CGI, the bad acting, and the... We'll give you an A for effort. How about that?
This is the true story of the Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are warlocks with the ability to shapeshift and become animals or people. They can not only take your appearance, but also clone your voice perfectly. The biggest Skinwalker sightings have been in Ohio and Arizona, but they are found all over the world. The preferred form of Skinwalkers is that of your pet. They take the form of your pet and enter your home and try to act like your pet to gain your trust, and then they can take your life. Watch how in this video the boy realizes that his dog is a Skinwalker.
Let me see. I'll know if she's my dog. Merlin, sit. Turn around. Turn around. Lay down. You're not my dog. My dog don't know how to do no fucking trick. The fuck? Call 911. Hey! Somebody!
Imagine being the Skinwalker and you like, oh yeah, I got it. All I have to do is do some tricks. And you just get the door slammed in your face. It's like, what? I didn't know this dog was an undisciplined idiot.
Turns out the second moon is not 33 feet. It's actually 2 kilometers. Not only is it 2 kilometers, apparently it's speeding up quicker than everything else can possibly in orbit, slowing down and maneuvering around it. Interesting, because we're told it's a second moon, but just an opinion here, doesn't that kind of sound like a spaceship or a mothership? What do you think?
I'm sorry, second moon? What? Some of the comments are saying like, oh, it's an asteroid. Well, I got stuff to look up later.
What's going on here? Oh, mama.
Okay, I do not know what's going on right now. I heard a noise. I come outside. There's sirens blaring, and I see this huge trail in the sky.
Yes? The Captain of Police? Man. Everywhere, what's going on? And it's quiet, as if they're waiting for something.
It's midnight right now, and there's this huge trail like something crash landed. What the heck is that? What is this?
Expecting something. Preparing for something. Look over here. Let's walk over here. Come on. Let's walk over here. You got all this? What's going on here? Let's go. Let's turn around, look at that again, man. Turn around, look at that. Let them see it. What's going on in here? Oh.
Hey, if I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting for first contact. That one was from 2 days ago, and it looked very similar to the one from the crash. Alright, well, that's the palate cleanser. That's the video. Video's over, guys. Alright, thank you for watching, though. I appreciate it. If you want to help me out with my goals, then like, comment, subscribe. First goal's 500, then 1,000, then blah, 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 blah. Episodes air Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.